Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Nick the Tutor. Today we are looking at part of speech 2. If you are new to my channel, please scroll back and check on part of speech 1. This is a continuation on the parts of speech. Today we are looking at basically 4 to finish off the group of parts of speech to a total of 9. Right. The first one for today is an adverb. What are adverbs? And from the simple description that I gave, adverbs or an adverb is a word that describes 1, a verb, 2, an adjective, or another adverb. So an adverb can tell us more about a verb, it can tell us more about an adjective, or it can tell us more about another adverb. It can come as a single word, and in some instances, it can come as a phrase. I've got few examples, and I will leave it to you to put them in the right bracket. Is it a verb? Is it an adjective? Is it another adverb? The few examples that I have is to what degree, when, today, outside, lately. Like I promised earlier on in part of speech 1, I will come back to each and every one of these components of speech and look at each individually in detail, giving as many examples as is possible, just leaving a few gaps where I would want you to take part in some way. So it's a promise. I'll come back to each and every one of these and go down in greater detail about each. The second aspect that we're looking at today are interjections. What are they? That's the important part. Interjections are words that express strong feelings or emotions. Interjections can come as a single word or they can come as phrases. I've just given a few examples. Help. Oh. The word oh, which can be used when someone is expressing surprise. That person might be expressing anger, joy, disappointment, any one of those feelings. And I am sure it depends on the prevailing state of things for one to tell which expression the O is for. Then we have my goodness. Usually this one is for surprise. And ouch, that one is for pain. I'm sure help is self-explanatory. Someone is calling for help. We'll look at the interjections as well in greater detail, and we'll look at the various expressions that we use, and yeah, we go down and explain them to greater detail. The third part of speech that we have for today are conjunctions or a conjunction. What is the function of the conjunction in our language? It joins together single words or a group of words in a sentence. And the few examples that I do have, very simple, the word and, it's a conjunction. Sure, we have used the word and quite often. Check whether you're using it correctly. It's one of the simplest words. Usually you are joining two things. My brother and me, I ate this and this. Quite simple, but maybe when we're giving things that are contradictory, I arrived in time, but the facilitator was not yet around. Something that is contrary to what he expected. He expected maybe that the facilitator would come in earlier than everyone else. Although then all they express different meanings. They are used in different situations. Again, we will look at conjunctions in greater detail and get to understand them better. I will just be putting in some information. Then the other parts, I will always, in all instances, I would want you to do something, because without your input, we don't make progress. You definitely have got to have some part that you do in terms of acquiring or fine-tuning your language. It is imperative that you should be doing something. The last part are pronouns. In our parts of speech one, we looked at nouns, which we said are naming words. They are names of people, names of places, and that kind of stuff. With pronouns, we're saying it's a word or they are words used in place of a noun. So we use a pronoun when we don't want maybe to continually repeat the noun. So we use it in place of a noun. It takes the place of the name of a person, a place, a thing. And that's basically what we said with nouns, that nouns are names of people or a person, names of places, names of things. As we go into detail, this will become more simplified. And the examples that we do have for pronouns are I, which is the personal pronoun, the first person I. It, we can say it to a person. It is used for non-human, right? Non-humans, we use it. You, which can either be singular, just one person, you, or you as a group. We, you're talking of a group where you are included. If you say we, you are part of that group. They are not part of that group. She, a female, somebody, and so many other examples. Basically, these are the last four of the parts of speech that we didn't look at last time. And like I always say, they are all equally important. The 9 parts of speech, the 9 items under parts of speech are very, very important. Each plays a very central role in shaping our language. So we should understand it very well and get to know where it is necessary, how we use it, and that kind of stuff around that particular part of speech. So they are all important, very, very important. There isn't any that we can say is of less importance. They are all important. And just a quick reminder to those who have just watched this as their first video in my channel, please kindly like the video, subscribe, and one thing that is very important, comment. I always urge people who visit my channel to comment on the video that they have watched. It increases activity around the videos that I post. It makes us interact. If it's a question, there are people who can also answer on my behalf. I can answer. We encourage that kind of interaction. That's how we get to exchange information. Let's use this as a platform where we share and express ourselves freely. There isn't anyone who isn't allowed to comment. As long as you watch this, you are definitely entitled to make a comment. Share with other like-minded people. let's not just leave this information to ourselves, or let's not keep it to ourselves. As soon as you watch it, please pass it on to other people who might find value in these pieces of information in these videos. I thank you all for watching through.